Hello, this is Ain't Got a Clue. What's going on? I'm Marcus Bronzy.
K Kurd, we are back. This was episode 6. Also, sign up to the Patreon for £3 a month. You can tell us how to run our lives. And there's loads of bonus content on there.
Come on,
ad free.
We know you like fucking commenting on stuff. You should have done this. You should have done. Do it for our podcast.
Yeah, man. Go
Pay
on
£3 for the privilege.
Exactly.
Innit? Oh man, I think Kay should do. Marcus should do. You can do it, bruv. I'm welcoming your criticism.
100%.
Come and criticise us for £300 a month.
Don't criticise us. But you're essentially producers, really.
You can produce the show. Should we call our patrons producers then?
Not really. Like, not for £3 a month.
Let me adjust your mic. You carry on, bro.
Not for £3 a month, but like, yeah, just you know, you could have like some sort of creative input before we start releasing new tiers.
That sounds so political. Some sort of. I like that.
Yeah, some sort
I like
of
that. That's fair.
creative input, and then we'll give you more once there's extra tiers involved.
We'll add some extra tiers in. And also, everything you get it early and ad-free as well.
Don't know the thing. Anyway, why does it feel like Halloween has gone on for 14 years this year?
It's been mad, you know.
Bro, I swear to you, Halloween started in the middle of October this year.
Yep.
Like, I saw people dressing up in cosplay and dressing up in outfits and fancy dress. And then, boom, suddenly, it just feels like, yeah. And I don't remember it being like this as a kid.
It's the American effect. I feel one of them is the American effect. And Americans, as we know, nobody does Halloween like them. Them motherfuckers, Halloween starting October the 1st. And it's maybe, if there's Halloween lands on a weekend where it's like a Friday, they'll be extending that over the first few days of November. No one Halloween's like
it
them.
was on Monday this year.
Yeah, it's made it a bit of a techie
so
one,
it's
hasn't
been
it?
like, people have been since Wednesday.
Yeah.
Previous Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I was going to say, don't quote me on this, right? But if you're on the Patreon, though, feel free to quote me on this and go in on me whether I'm right or wrong. I think it's their biggest holiday of the year, you know.
Who, Americans?
Yeah, maybe bigger than Christmas, you know.
Bro,
the amount of money that they spend on Halloween.
Are you smoking ganja, bro?
No.
Are you out of your mind, bro?
No.
Like, Thanksgiving is literally...
Thanksgiving isn't bigger than Halloween for them. Maybe Christmas, but
they get a day off for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's an exciting thing for them, I suppose. You only get 10 days off a year.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, in terms of money spent and stuff, I think it might be, in terms of the pinch, it might be Halloween.
No, because they'll be spending money to go travel to see family on the food. Turkey.
Okay, when you add
Thanksgiving
up,
gifts.
When you add up these things, they don't add up the fucking bus fare, bro.
Let me tell you.
They add up what you spend on like presents and gifts and stuff. And
how could you say Halloween is bigger than Christmas?
And this is what you do to the Patreon.
How could you say Halloween is bigger than Christmas?
Easy. I just said Halloween is bigger than Christmas.
It's not, though.
I know. That's why I said don't quote me, but the Patreons can. For fuck's sake, Kate, come on. Stick with the program, bro.
Anyway, but yeah, it's been going on for years, bruv, and it feels like, I don't know, man, this year's flipping flown by, bruv. It's nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
The World Cup's starting. Also,
in Qatar.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, it felt, do you know what? When I was younger, it felt like time went so much more slowly, and now, like, every time I blink my eyes, it's flipping Thursday.
It's, you know what, time goes fast, they say, when you're having fun. I think time goes fast when you're busy. I, for one, as somebody who's experienced not having much money in the past, I think time goes really fast when you got bills to pay. I used to remember thinking, I wish I had a 5-week month so I could just have an extra week to work and earn some money. Because in my head, for a long time, I'd be like, yeah, I'm earning this much an hour. But you know what you don't take into accountability? NI coming out, tax coming out, all bills coming out, Yeah, I come from the generation where if you made a lot of phone calls and text messages and stuff, your bill was higher. It was none of this unlimited data stuff. Yeah. So, I feel like if you ain't got money, time travels around, comes so quick. Christmas comes around, it's Christmas, someone else's birthday, Halloween.
Has there ever been a time, where like you were so broke and there was a direct debit you didn't account for? And it came out of your account and you were stressed.
I've always been somebody who can make the bill pay. I've made the bill payment, right?
Yeah.
I've made the. Have I had to cancel the direct debit so that it doesn't come? No, I've always made the bill payment, but I feel very badly for those when they see that debit come out and they're sitting there thinking, how
they scattered. Like you wake up, you wake up in the morning and you look at your bank balance. And you're like, oh my God, your whole mind is scattered now.
Yeah.
And you're just stressed.
I've been there, man. I've looked at my bank account and gone, this ain't going to stretch. I can't leave the house. Because if I leave the house, that's going to start costing money.
You know when you're so broke, when people start inviting you out, yeah, and you start coming up with philosophical answers. Like, do you know what it is, bro? I don't really like gain happiness from getting out. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm at a space in my life where like going out, it just doesn't nourish my soul in the way it used to.
I feel like
these times there's £10.50 in your bank account.
Yeah, but really,
you can't even afford to nourish your body.
When we get together, when we get together, it doesn't really need to be a scenario where we're going out to spend money. Why not just catch up, go for a walk, bro? Go for a walk. They did it in lockdown. Let's do it now.
No, and then you like, man, you know, you start holding the back of your head. Nah, you know what it is? Like I'm trying to do like more experiences. Do you know what I mean? And be like one with nature and that, and trying to do things like that, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really like going bougie places and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but we're not going anywhere bougie.
Bro, we're going to the grill. We're going to get a mixed grill. Yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Those kinds of gourmet meals. I don't really know if I'm about that life, bro.
Yeah, nah. Do you know what it is as well, though, bro? Like, I'm counting calories at the moment. I'm intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, so obviously, like, we're like, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
I'm not really on the going out for food thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if you want to go for a jog or something together, bro.
Yeah, if you want to do that, bro. You tried the ramen diet, bro.
You tried the pot noodle diet.
You tried the pot noodle diet. That's what we're good for. Yeah. The ramen diet.
You should try the pot noodle diet.
Noodle diet's mad,
actually, pot noodles are expensive for what they
That's
are,
why
bro.
I said ramen diet, bro. Come on, man. The man ain't a big pot overpriced ramen.
Do you know what? I've never had a pot noodle, you know.
I can't imagine when you have things like noodles and like things like salt and vinegar crisp flavor or bacon flavor. I'm like, nah, man, I'm alright for that.
I look at noodles, yeah, and I'm seriously not a fan.
I love a noodle, bruv. I love a noodle.
No,
Why don't you like a noodle?
I just think like I don't believe that that's real food. It feels like it's some plastic thing that's been created. Call me a conspiracy theorist, yeah.
It's like somebody saying that about rice tea, you know, bro.
There was fake rice as well, bruv. Have you not seen it?
Fake rice.
There's fake rice. I saw the videos of it in China.
What is the? This is sounding like
China.
This is sounding like a proper. This is where this becomes one of these conspiracy podcasts. Going, bro. Fake rice. Go on, Case.
China. They make the fake rice. It's plastic. That's what the Chinese are doing.
What is this?
You better
fake?
research that. Chinese are doing that.
What is this fake
it's
rice
the Chinese,
made out of?
They're doing it. The fake rice. It's plastic. They try and make it so like it. It's nourishing, but it's not actually real rice. It's good. You can look at it. You can look at it.
A
lot of people said it was fake news. A lot of people said it was fake news, but it's not.
Man said fake rice.
There's fake everything, bruv.
What?
There's
what
fake
would a
everything,
fake rice
bruv.
be?
No, it was. I think it was just made out of plastic. Like they were balling it up, and then they were even throwing it at the wall, and it was coming back like a bouncy ball, bruv.
Wow.
The videos I saw, bruv.
Imagine that trying to chew on the rice.
Yeah, maybe I spent way too much time on Facebook in it, but like
I think you found
there was
a
the
corner
fake
of it.
lettuce.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you not seen the fake lettuce?
Where they make it out of some sort of plasticky stuff.
Yes!
Yeah. But I think that they were just making like you were eating it. What do you mean now?
They were
finished
eating
what I was saying yet. I think they were. I think that they were making like models. You know, like you go to places and you see fake apples.
They
fake
weren't.
thing.
They weren't.
And do it. It's
they
an
were
art
fully
form.
giving it to people to eat, bro.
I'd not seen that part of the video where they served it to someone to eat. And the person went,
Go look it. Go and research it. It's in China. They were doing that. Chinese are doing that.
oh, fucking hell, we're horrible.
China.
Halloween's bigger than Christmas. There's rice that's
China.
fake out there.
China.
This is the conspiracy theory, innit?
No, I've said this. I think I've said this numerous times on this podcast. There's only one conspiracy theory that I wholeheartedly believe in, tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't really believe in it, but I think the one that's most likely to be correct
Right.
is that the government have a weather machine.
I'm going to let you continue now.
No, the government definitely have a weather machine, bruv. We're in November.
Yeah.
It's a cost of living crisis, right?
Yeah.
Either God is helping us out with a cost of living crisis by making sure that it's like 20 degrees outside,
right.
17 degrees. For our American listeners, that's Celsius, by the way, not like
Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Fahrenheit is really cold.
No, what's it? Yeah, and during lockdown, remember, what was the weather like during lockdown, right? So picture it. Go back to March 2020, yeah? It was raining.
Yeah.
It was dark. It was dingy. Lockdown was announced. Suddenly, sunshine. Everybody needs sunshine.
So you don't think it was anything to do with global warming?
No, well, I mean, obviously that plays a part. However, bro, we had like months of consecutive sunshine, right? And then as soon as we went back out again, oop, the rain is back.
You don't think it might have been, because I've spoken to a few people, I said, you don't think it might have been that most people, not you, work in an office 9 to 5. So during the nice sunny days, right, they don't really see it. Like I've come into this, I've come into a place like halfway through the day, people are going, oh, it's freaking freezing outside. I've just come in from full sunshine because, especially this time of year, between the hours of like 11 a.m. and like 3 p.m, it's bright outside. After those hours, it's getting dark. If you go into the office at 9, you're in the office beforehand, you might even stay in and work, have your lunch and stay inside. By the time you're leaving the office, it's dark again. You're not seeing any enjoyment. That's why lockdown was dangerous, bruv, because people got to see daytime during the day for a long time.
No,
It felt lovely.
that was amazing. But like, there was no rain. There was nothing, bruv.
So there
was no rain, bruv. Like, literally, bruv, it was the best summer I'd ever experienced in this country, right, weather-wise. And then the summer after that, terrible, awful. It's like they got their own back on us, innit? They got their own back on us, bruv. They turned the weather machine. They were like, right, last year there was a bit too much sun.
Yeah.
This year there's going to be more rain.
Be some mildness.
And then this year it was like, it was mad. There was parts where like global warming did its thing. I think they didn't use it because they were like, we're going to use it in this winter.
Is that your real tongue-in-cheek conspiracy?
Yeah. So, but this winter, think about it. Right now, we should be in jackets, bro.
We should. Yeah, we should. Be
I'm
in
leaving.
jackets.
I'm leaving the yard in a hoodie at best.
Yeah.
A raincoat.
It was being very mild. I was actually having this conversation. Yeah, I don't know. You know, maybe it will come back with a vengeance. So we've had some cold Februaries, isn't it? Some frosty Februaries.
February is you see February?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of this country, bruv. February, we might be recording from Dubai, innit? I'm being real, yeah? You see when it comes to... Listen, when it gets that cold, yeah? You know when when you start waking up in the morning and you have to defrost your car?
Yeah.
Stress. Get me out of this. Get me out of here.
You know, a few years ago when we had one of them frosty Februaries, I was in Spain when the snow hit Europe, right? And I have not seen bewilderment, right? Like Spanish people in Barcelona when snow is coming out of the sky. In Barcelona, the apartment I was staying in did not have heating. That didn't have central heating. It had a couple little strip heaters that you had, which they must have been used back in like 1991 or 92. Yeah. I remember seeing people walking down the street looking at the skies going, what is this? What is this, bro?
Oh, there's Diablo.
Yeah.
It's the work of Diablo.
It's the work of Diablo.
It's the work of Diablo.
I don't know why they're Mexican, but I ain't got a clue in it.
Ain't got a clue.
It's wild though, man. Like I do think that is what's a conspiracy theory you believe in?
One that it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a bunch of questions, right? Everywhere humans, and I'm just stay with me, okay? Already, yeah. Everywhere humans go that we can go to easily, we kind of like dominate, don't we? Like, say for example, a city, it's got McDonald's in it, right? Yeah, with me. And then, you know, for example, we've got London, which is kind of busy. You got Liverpool, which is kind of busy as well, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find places that humans have got to in the world. What's another place where humans have managed to get to in the world? Just anywhere random.
New York.
Busy as well. Places that aren't as easy to take over, like rainforests and stuff like that. Less humans there, yeah? But you have got some native tribes that live there, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
But you know, like, New York wasn't just always skyscrapers and stuff.
100% it wasn't skyscrapers, but it was easier to take over, flatter land, than it was like the Andes, for example, yeah?
Do you know why most of Europe's flat?
Okay.
And why most of Europe's flat? Genuinely.
Because that's the way that the earth was...
Nah, bruv, the wars.
Shut up, bruv.
World wars and stuff.
World wars made the ground flat.
They flattened the whole thing, bruv. They were like...
Oh my God.
I'm being real, bruv. They flattened the whole of...
You're an intelligent human being, and I've not even got to my point of my conspiracy theory, and you think that wars have turned mountains into...
No, genuinely, right? Like, if you go to Holland and that, look at how flat a lot of it is, yeah? There were World War I and II, everything. No. The war's flattened. The war's flattened the ground there, bruv. Like the amount of air raids and stuff, right? Think about it. That's why Britain's so hilly in that, bruv. But say like think about certain ends that you know, yeah. Certain places you know in London, like all right, Primrose Hill. If Primrose Hill got bombed a couple times,
but there are not many though. Is that why it's still hilly?
Yeah, but that's
why it's called Primrose Hill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it got bombed a few times, like
it would just be called Primrose
because there'll be crates in it. So you see where the hill was. No, but think about it, bro. Like, there's logic behind this. So, like, if Primrose Hill was bombed, yeah, the actual hill in Primrose Hill,
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
if it was bombed, there'll be a crate there, innit?
Yeah,
So it'll be
bit of one.
so it'll be
yes.
flat, bruv. It'll be flat. What do you know? So, like, it will be like leveled. So, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it's not.
This episode is brought to you by CBD and THC strips.
You're a dickhead.
No, but I have
it's not-
sampled many of these before the show.
No, we haven't. But let me tell you, it's not like it's not out of the.
Jay, you're an intelligent young man, and you're a comedian, so I'm going to put that down to your comedy. You're a funny guy.
Let me.
You are a funny man.
Right, hold on. Google now. Why
I'm
is
not googling it,
bro?
Clay.
Google why is Europe flat? Ask Jeeves.
Why is Europe flat? You Google it, and then you tell me what it is. I'm not googling it. I refuse to have my thing saying why is Europe flat, and you're going to say because of the bombs.
Wait. Let me
Bro.
Let me.
Man is talking about a whole segment, not even like if it was like a town, a square mile, I might go for it. A square mile, I'll take it. Kay's trying to say, why is the whole of Europe flat?
Why is Europe flat? Boom. Here we go. Yeah, it's an actual. So now the Netherlands is flat both with natural and land reclamation. Right. Hold on.
He's scrolling.
No, look, hold on. I'm trying to get into it, bruv. I'm trying to get into it. Agree. Also, when the why off? If you've ever seen how Netherlands is like, you're not alone. All right,
things I've seen from
bruv. Coming from a mountainous country, blah blah blah. Get to the fucking point, right? Dutch geography is naturally flat land.
Sorry,
Okay, that's fair enough.
Scroll past that bit. We don't want that bit.
A whopping 17%.
Scroll past that bit. Let's get to the war bit. Here's what you should do, Kay.
First, dikes were built to section off strips and land submerged in underwater to prevent seawater flooding in. As seawater is then pumped out using windmills.
Can I stop you for a second, Kay? Here's how you can get to the bit you want. Search for the word war in that page, and then that will find it.
Did World War
See, now this
II
is where
make
Google's
Europe
interesting.
flat?
If you type this sort of stuff into Google, it will give you the answer that you want. Like, did
Cognitive
World War II
bias, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Algorithmical cognitive bias.
Did World War II...
I thought I was going to be wild with what I said about Halloween. I was like, let's throw a bit of a lemon out there and fuck with it. Kay is-
Europe flat war. Nah, man, it must work, bruv. Europe flat war.
I want to find the most.
I use DuckDuckGo as well, by the way.
Yeah,
so these are mad.
yeah. I would be like, is my asthma caused by? I don't know. Is my asthma caused by bumblebees?
Europe is prepping for a trade war. I can't be asked, bruv. Can't be asked finding it. But
You know what? Okay.
Listen, man, I had a great
we'll hear
point.
about my conspiracy theory another time.
No.
Was
What is
just
your conspiracy
absolutely
theory?
Fantastic.
what is your
bro.
conspiracy theory?
My conspiracy theory is a bunch of questions, right? Like I said, wherever humans go, we take over. We put a McDonald's there, we put a JD Sports there, Foot Locker there. If you can't get there easily, we don't.
Capitalism, yeah?
Yeah, easy. So it's easier to make a city on flat land that's been bombed or flat land that is being like that because that's how the world has been, right?
Yeah.
We have the richest people in the world right now going to space, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, allegedly, many years ago, we went to the moon and came back.
Yeah.
Why is there no moon-based note right now? Why is there no McDonald's over there? Why aren't we consistently trying to do that? And as you know, Kay, from earlier episodes of this
this guy
podcast,
all right, bruv?
from earlier episodes of this podcast,
you were laughing at
let me
me,
finish
yeah.
what I'm saying. From earlier episodes of this podcast, we know that when they went to the moon, right, allegedly, right.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying allegedly because that's how you get conspiracy. That's how you get conspiracy theory sounding. When people went to the moon, we know that they didn't even have proper toilets. You and I know that they had to poop in a bag and lock it in a cupboard. That's what they did.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is, and I just want a solid answer from somebody. Why are we not going back? And
Well, no, I've
why
always
are we not going
asked,
back?
like-
and people always say this as well. Okay, one more thing. Your phone has enough the same technology in it that we use to get to the moon. So why don't we join a few of those phones together, get to the moon again?
Because why would you go back in it?
I feel like
Like, if you got an ex,
China,
hold on,
Russia
have you
would
been
wanna
back
do
with an
that.
ex before?
yeah, of course, man. We've all been back. We've all done a little remix.
Nah,
I was
we
going to say
ain't-
something
no,
you shouldn't say anymore.
we-
We've all done a little remix before. He's cancelled. We can't talk about it. But we've all done a little remix.
No, I mean, I haven't.
But back to the point. I'm not saying it's not. This is less of a conspiracy. All I'm asking is for, and if you haven't got the answer, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool.
I don't have the
is
answers.
why ain't we gone back?
Why have we not gone back to the moon? I ain't got a clue. But I will say I have often asked why haven't we gone back, but then I've also thought why would we? Because it's just like if it's dead, like think about the deadest place you've been, like on Earth. Like where was it?
Probably going to an auntie's house.
I went to Stoke-on-Trent.
Going to an auntie's house with my dad, and they just sit there, see them talking, and they're like, "We'll be going in 10 minutes." It's never 10 minutes, is it? It's always like 45 minutes. I got to sit there with nothing to do. This is pre-phones,
100%, yeah.
deadest time.
But I went to Stoke-on-Trent once.
Sorry, Stoke.
I've never been back.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. Like if you think about it, there's not much on the moon where you'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be. Oh yeah, let's go."
That makes total sense. I will say this
especially
now.
when it costs millions to go there.
Cost as well. Perfect. So leading into my next question, the two richest people in the world, two of the richest people in the world, are trying to get to space, right? Elon Musk and Bezos. Right?
Yeah.
The richest.
They're trying to get to Mars.
The richest people in the world right now, with all the assets available to them, relatively compared to us, have not managed to just get out of the atmosphere properly into space. And before Mars, you want to do a little test run, innit?
Bezos went, bruv.
But he didn't go like say, right, if you're looking at a mic, my finger's on the mic, that's like our atmosphere. They went like a centimetre out and came back again. That's cool. So that's all they can do now. 50 years later.
Man said they just put the tip in.
Show me. Yeah, they put the tip in space. Done it. They done it. All I'm saying is, why haven't we gone back for all this time? Why is it we seem to struggle to even get as far out as these dudes did before mobile phone, before internet, before everything?
You know Star Trek ain't a documentary, right?
I know it's not. But no one's got the answer. That's the thing. No one's got the answer for me. I don't know how to feel. No one's got the answer for me.
I think it's way too expensive. But I think they're trying to get to Mars. It's all about resources, isn't it?
Yeah, but before you get to Mars, if you got a car, before you did your first road trip to Manchester or wherever, when you first pass, you just do a little lap round the block, or you do a little drive. You don't try and do a Manchester. I never just went to Manchester
for. I went to places I needed to, bro.
Of course, but all I'm saying is, before you go for a big drive, you do smaller drives first, innit? When you first pass, you do a little drive here and there.
So they did the little drive.
Where's the little drive?
We said they just went out just outside the atmosphere.
And then the next step is Mars after that. I'm not getting in a spaceship like that, mate. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Also, do you know how long it is to go there, bruv? It's going to take months. These lot have like... they've got like too much. Elon just bought Twitter, bruv.
Yeah, see.
You think he's got time to be like getting into space for like 7 months?
I think they have lots of time. Yeah, when you have time to think you're going to buy Twitter, you definitely have a lot of time. When that is your thing.
Did you see he walked into the offices with a sink?
I heard about that, but I'm trying not to.
He walked into the offices with a sink, and it was like.
But by the way, is that so? We have no answer for my question. Then, if anyone has an answer for us, please hit us up.
But you were laughing at the fact that I said there's a weather machine, and like Europe's flat, so. Fuck out of here, man. Man's like, why don't we? Mine was a perfectly good answer. It costs too much money to just go when we've already been. I've been to Stoke. Cost me money to get there. Came fucking back.
I don't know. I feel like there'd be a Nike tick on the moon, or an M on the moon, or I'm loving it on the moon, or something like that. If we had the resources to get up there.
No, do you know what? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it just cost, like, everything's money and everything's about money, really.
Like, no one's just shot a rocket at the moon because they can. Do you know what I mean? No one's done that.
Why would you though?
Why would we do anything that we do as humans? A lot of the stuff we do as humans, I'm like, why would you do that? We just do it anyway.
Well, no, like technically everything we do is basically pointless.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's horrible, like, and is regressive.
Yeah,
as a human race, most of what we do is horrible.
Do you know what? So many people have messaged me going, this podcast has helped me through my depression. This podcast has helped me through this.
No, we fucked you. We fucked you.
Let me tell you now.
This episode.
Let me tell you now. Your life is pointless. Nothing matters.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nothing matters.
On a positive note, though.
No. But before you carry on, sorry. Before we'll put a pin in that. On a positive note, boom. Let me just tell you, yeah. You'll be a happier person when you realise none of this matters.
Oh, that was my point.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was my point.
Come on, bro.
That was my point.
Come on,
I was going to say the most freeing thoughts I've had is none of this matters. Nobody cares about you, relatively.
But
and that's fine.
But that's the thing.
Because fine.
Come on, Marcus. Give me a fucking... There we go. Do you know what it is, yeah? A lot of people place way too much importance on their lives. And you know this whole talk about legacy and all of this sort of stuff? A lot of people talk about, yeah, I want to have a legacy. Bro, nobody knows about Sinatra in about 50 years. He was at the top. Fly me to the moon.
The moon.
Let me play amongst the stars. Man ain't bumping that now, bruv. Some of us are.
Some of us.
Yeah, some of us are, because we're like, in other words, we're like, jeez, come on,
Reload that.
Frank. But, like, when was the last time, like, you saw somebody bumping Prince? Like, you were just driving past them in a car,
he's
bumping Prince.
He was hot, but he is not like the guy, is he? He's
But
not
that's
the
what-
guy,
but
innit?
Prince
Yeah. Prince was the guy.
Prince was
Yeah.
what we, like, almost,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, when people talk about Kanye West being a genius, which he's not. Prince was that.
Musical genius.
Do you see where I'm coming from? Like,
Fantastic.
he could play instruments, he could do all of that nonsense, yeah? Who's bumping Prince now, bro?
Nah.
Exactly. So look, and he was at the top of his game, millionaire, blah, blah, blah. No one cares anymore, innit? No one cares. No one's going to care about you. What? Look, like, think about it really and truly, yeah? If you work in some random job, like a 9 to 5 or whatever, don't go killing yourself for it, bruv. Because at the end of the day, yeah, bruv, no... What? They will replace you tomorrow like that. What? You spent your whole life tapping buttons on a keyboard, bruv.
Yep.
Like, it's not anything significant.
Some of the most freeing thoughts. I remember sitting when I used to work on customer services on the phones. Yeah, I used to work customer service. So I only got called up by angry customers. I used to sit there and be like, you know what? This isn't real. This
It's
is just,
not.
I'm just a voice on the end of the line. And you know what? I'm going to put them on hold for a little bit longer than I need to. And I'm going to have some
It's-
thoughts on myself. You mind on the line, please? Fly me to the moon.
Because genuinely, right? Like, if you look at what you do, yeah, what you do as a person, your role and whatever, yeah, you're not that special.
You know.
If you're doing something like data entry or recruitment or whatever, it's 100, there's 1,000, probably millions of other people that could do that same job as you, right? Like, just make sure you make the people around you happy, you make people feel loved, and don't worry about material things. I keep on telling people this, yeah, if you make material things your source of happiness, you will never be happy.
Yeah.
You'll never be happy. It's always things that you remember. Do you know what I mean? I feel like me and you have gone down a really deep tangent, really.
Nah, that's all right, man. We flipped it now. We flipped it. We're getting real deep out here. We've gone
But
from
genuinely-
conspiracy theories to this.
Yeah, but genuinely, like, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Nothing's that deep.
Nothing's
right?
that deep.
As long as you've got a shelter over your head and
Bit of food in your belly.
a bit of food in your belly, but
it.
it's not that deep. Chill out, relax, do whatever you want to. Right?
Yeah, man.
Like, fundamentally, right, especially in this country, we have healthcare in it. Mm-hmm. It's not really
about.
a lot that could go wrong in it.
Just about. Sorry,
Yeah, just about. Just about. Just-
Our healthcare system is on a mountain edge, innit?
Yeah,
And his
yeah.
fingers are just going. It's like the end of a film, like a superhero where the
it's
hero's
like,
holding on with one hand.
What's that cartoon, The Coyote? And
Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Yeah. It's like that. Like,
Miniatures.
it's not that
Yeah.
deep in it. Like,
Yeah.
just chill out, relax, bruv. Have a flipping. If you want to have that hamburger tonight, do it, bruv.
Yeah. The main point is look,
Just don't
relatively for
clowner
me-
it, innit?
Yeah. Oh, don't clowner it. For me personally, it's about, just not caring. Not caring. No one cares about you. Don't care. Don't not expect anyone
Man
to
said
care.
no one cares
about you. Relatively.
No one cares about you. You're done out here.
Relatively.
I don't know. But do you have any opinions on Elon Musk taking over Twitter, or do you care?
Do you know what? I'll give you my opinion on it. I have no opinion on it. That's my opinion. I really don't. If he does something mad, right, I'll consider that thinking I'll step away from that platform.
Yeah.
But people that were going like, oh my God. Like, listen.
I hate that, but that's what we were saying about Rishi Sunak last week. Do you see what I'm saying? Give the man 6 months. Let's see what he does, right? I'm not just going to go out there out of just this belief that certain people have gone, Elon Musk is going to bring back Trump. Okay, cool, but like he hasn't done it yet. Like, do you know what I mean? And even if he does, I might be in a minority, right? But I like Trump on Twitter.
Yeah, you're in my minority, bruv. But the thing is, I don't, right?
He was banter.
I don't, but here's what I do because I don't like him, yeah? Man goes into the settings, block,
100%.
mute. I use the mute. So, bruv, my Twitter is cleansed of shit that I don't like.
100%.
You know what? When I go through Twitter, it goes, do you want to see this tweet? Because it has a word you've muted. Nope. Do you want to see this tweet? Because there's a word
Nope.
you've muted. Nope. Do you want to see this tweet?
Nope.
Bruv, I use those buttons.
Block.
Silence.
Block.
Delete. Whatever it is, bruv. Use those things.
Look, let me tell you, yeah, like I've said this numerous times.
Yeah.
My social media is a dictatorship.
Yes.
On Twitter, when they came up with that feature where not everybody can reply unless you are following, that has been on since it started, bro. I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah.
I'm not here to debate. I'm genuinely not, right? Stop debating people online. You will not get anywhere.
You're not gonna win.
Do you know why? You do not know who you're debating with. And I'll tell you this, you don't know who you're debating with. They could be unemployed. They could be a 13-year-old. They could be somebody
It could be
who
a
does...
bot. It could be a bot, bro.
100%.
It could be an AI.
100%. So these times, you're sat there, yeah, taking away valuable brain energy, yeah?
You're doing research. You're reading things,
Yeah.
Googling to come back to a tweet.
Fam.
Well, I counter that point.
Deep into Wikipedia,
Fuck
right?
Valuable research.
Trying to find somebody that goes to uni so you can get access to journals for free, right? And like you're arguing against people that have time. Let me tell you, I do not have time to debate. So when people go, "Oh yeah, you've put like an opinion on Twitter and you don't want to debate it,"
Yeah?
yeah,
I'm allowed to do that.
I'm talking to the people that follow me,
Yeah.
and the ones I follow.
Yep.
Right. I don't care when some random wants to go blah 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 blah. Cool.
I don't
Fine.
care. Give me memes. Yeah. Give me gifs. Give me funny quips and jokes.
100%.
That's what I want from my Twitter, bro.
100%.
I'm in
Do
there.
not debate the unemployed,
Yeah.
the 13-year-olds, whatever, that are on Twitter giving you grief. Because they have
yeah.
time. Time is a valuable resource. You do not have enough of it.
So my opinion is, everybody doesn't need an opinion.
100%.
That's my opinion.
100%.
Keep your opinion to yourself.
Oh my God. I hate those people that are online that suddenly they're an expert on everything.
Nope.
Everything that comes up,
Yeah.
they're an expert on it, right? Like, there'll be a random election in like Colombia, and they're like, "Well, I think this is going to be really good for the world." How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know? You read one BBC News article, or you read a Sky News article, or whatever, and now you somehow go, "This is this is some shit, really. This is some, bro. Stop it. You don't even on the electoral register." You're not even on the electoral register, and you're giving out unsolicited advice and opinions on
Bro,
flipping.
your profile picture isn't even your face. That's where I start. Forget electoral register.
Yeah.
Your profile picture isn't your face. Your opinion now is not valid to me because you're hiding yourself from me.
One thing, yeah, do you remember, yeah? Oh, if we're going to do that, the cesspit of the Internet Awards, right? No, if we're going to do the cesspit of the Internet Awards, yeah? YouTube comments used to be number one. But I feel like YouTube comments have fallen off.
Horrible place that used to be.
Yeah, but I feel like they've fallen off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the way the YouTube app works and the way YouTube works now is you don't really see the comments, do you?
They ask you if you're like, hey, do you want this person to call you racist words or not? No, thank you very much.
But you
delete
don't
those as
really
they come
see
in.
it, do you, anymore?
Yeah.
Like, even
You
on
can
the
delete
app,
them.
like, you
Yeah.
have to actually look for the comment section and click on it,
They
right?
hide that.
So you don't necessarily see it too tough, right? YouTube comments used to be number one. They used to be like the Dallas Cowboys, right? Do you know what I mean? They were like
Horrid.
fully on this thing. Like, I think they've fallen off, right? I think Twitter was vying for that top place, right? Nothing. They all pale in comparison to TikTok comments.
Oh my days. Bro.
Pale in comparison to TikTok comments.
Bro. I don't know what has. Do you know what? That's the sunken place. That's the in between. What's it in Stranger Things? What's it called?
The upside down.
It's the upside down,
Bro.
Yeah, it's bro.
Bare gargoyles
It is-
and malicious
Bruv.
malfeasance.
It's the Halloween of the internet, bruv. That is where all the darkness goes, bruv. Trust me.
You could put up the happiest video on earth, right?
Yeah.
And someone will go, "Why is your nose crooked?"
bruv, they'll kill you.
Now my
They'll kill
whole
you.
day is
Finished.
scattered.
Finished.
Because a man has
Finished.
said my nose is crooked.
I've seen
and I'm
people,
like, when?
I've seen people destroy people. Someone's come with a really valid point. Hey, it's positive. This is how you should spend your day, and that is why life's great. And they've gone, wipe the egg off your face before you do your video next time. And you watch the video back and go, fuck, whoever posted that video is finished.
100%.
Egg on their face.
You do honestly, like with TikTok comments, yeah, don't read the minute.
Don't.
Just
Move
don't
on.
read TikTok comments,
Move
man.
on.
I don't read the TikTok comments on my ones, and if I do the odd time, I'm just deleting and blocking.
TikTok comments are Michael Jackson in the Thriller. You know that meme where he turns back and looks behind
Oh
you and he's
my
got
God.
eyes? That's what it is.
TikTok
TikTok's like,
comments.
come here, you'll be happy. Learn with TikTok. The TikTok comments turn around and they got the yellow eyes and go,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
They give you, they lull you into this false sense of security, and then you go deeper into it,
Yeah.
and then a man has just basically said you're a waste of space on earth, and you're like, Rob, what? I was only discussing like
Yeah.
top 10 centre backs in Premier League history.
What's that got to do with how my eyebrows connect in the middle or don't connect in the middle?
Just people just like
Destroy
raw,
people.
like it's. Do you know what? Yeah, we should read some of the comments on our TikToks and stuff, because man will just start randomly going like, "Raw, why do you have a double chin? Why do you have this?" And you're just there like, what? Yo, fam, don't think somebody must have. There's been times where someone said something like in the early days when I was like just getting a following, right? And you know when certain people just said something and you're like, fuck. Fuck.
It's the realness hits, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think those are the worst comments. It's not necessarily the worst things that are said. It's the things that have the element of truth in them.
Yeah,
that's the cutters, isn't it?
It's the one with the insecurity that you never knew other people knew about, and you're like, what? How did they pinpoint this? Exactly. It's like someone's come out from like the depth of your imagination, and they've like started a Twitter account and gone, yeah, you look a bit fat in that fucking t-shirt, don't you? And someone will be like, oh yeah, he's got a pillow in front of him because he doesn't want to show his belly. And you're like, whoa.
I only did that without thinking about it. Oh man.
100%.
That is mad. That is mad.
At the beginning of the internet, bro, like not the beginning of the internet, sorry, the beginning when I started like getting like a lot of videos going viral and people start dropping comments, bro, I became addicted to it, bro. I was like,
what the roastings?
Why do people what's going on? Like why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? And then you end up like, do you know what? I can't like, and I find online people's default setting is let me offend somebody to be funny.
That's the weird thing about the internet is that whole, you know what, it's the distance, because that person isn't close enough to confront you physically, not just a slap in the face, but because that person's not there, because there's that little bit of distance, people feel like they can just get a bit too
familiar. Do you think Gen
Z
need to be slapped more?
I think throughout all generations, there's a group of people that who have never had a slap in the face.
100%.
Metaphorically or an actual clot, yeah? And
violence.
A clap, yeah?
Violence is good.
And I think for that small majority of people, just a little slap at some point, maybe early on in their life, so it's a smaller slap, right? They are different, bruv, because they just don't know.
I don't think people should get slapped in the face, but I think people should come to terms with consequences very early in their life.
I think, and I think a slap is a version of a consequence. So yeah, I agree.
A slap is a consequence,
but a metaphorical slap.
But that's what I'm saying.
Or a physical slap.
No, but I'm saying there should be consequences for stuff that you do. I think too many people say stuff online without there actually being actual consequences.
That is it. Consequence is key to development.
100%.
People that have not had consequence are dangerous.
Do you know when I realised to keep the jokes at home when I was at work? Yeah. Because there was a couple times I got called in for disciplinaries for stuff that I thought was funny that somebody snitched.
Really?
Did not find funny.
What, like K Kurd was at work? K Kurd stepped into work.
I was
HR.
Wow. I was young and hear this. When the older I got, the more I could see that in younger kids or younger people, and I'd be like, bro, come over here. Yeah? Listen, I find that funny. My mum finds that funny. Yeah. But you see these people? Yeah. They don't have that funny.
I've had to have that conversation many a time.
And I'll be like, I'm looking out for you, bro, because someone will snitch on you.
They don't want to hear it though, bro. A lot of them don't want to hear it. A lot of them go, yeah, but they're not taking it on, bro. They're not taking it on.
At one of the establishments I worked at, someone done a Nazi salute as banter. They thought it was banter. No, they got kicked out of that place so far. Like it was a joke. It was a joke the way, and rightly so.
Yeah, 100%.
Rightly so. They thought, oh yeah, banter. But you see, that's what I'm saying.
So what I'm going to do now is clip this bit of the podcast and cut that word where you said rightly so out, Susan, and then banter straight afterwards. Let's do it, guys. Make the clip, send it to Kate, and we'll all comment on it. Fucking knew he was a cunt. There you go.
Yeah, he always said he supported Kanye West. Fuck that guy. There's times where I was like, I felt like, all right, so say for example, I don't know if I can say this, but fuck it. When I was at Radio 1 as an intern years ago, right, Tyson Beckford, the model, had come in to be interviewed by Sarah Jane Crawford on 1Xtra, right? And there was all these women
losing their shit,
and they were all outside the studio. I guarantee there was about 8 women just stood outside the studio looking at him, bruv, right?
Good looking brother as well.
Good looking, gorgeous brother, yeah. And then I walked past. Now there was a feature on Scott Mills and Chris Stark show called Innuendo Bingo, and it just meant like they were spitting water out when funny stuff was being played, and it just get really wet in the studio and stuff like that, right?
Yep, I see where this is going. Yep.
I walked past and was like, right, it's wetter than Innuendo Bingo out here. Yeah.
That's not very BBC.
Loads of people laughed, right? Like the guys that are around, the women themselves laughed, blah, 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 blah. One person who's a DJ on there right now, wasn't a DJ there at the time, was just working in production, brought me aside and was like, I thought that was very inappropriate. You shouldn't say stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool, fair enough. I thought it was at the end of it, innit? Why did they go and tell one of the execs, bro?
I don't know, you know. That is... Do you know what?
So
no,
then
you know
one of the execs now is having a conversation with me going, listen, that was funny, innit? But you can't say that here.
Do you know what though? I hear it. I hear it. I get it. I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. Kay?
No. I get it. As I've got older, I get it.
You get it now.
I got it. As I've got older, I was like, that was 100% the right thing to tell me off, innit? At the time, I was like, bro, this is just banter, man. What, people can't take a joke in that, bruv. Get the fuck out of here. But consequences, innit? I got told off. I understood. I learned from my mistakes, whatever. But at the time, you sort of don't understand it. You're like, everyone laughed. And I feel like a lot of people are doing the most to try and be funny.
And they won't take, there's no one on Twitter, there's no one to take you to the side. There's no one to slide in your DMs and be like, look, what you said was funny, right? But it's not appropriate. And if they do, you can be like, oh, fuck off, block and delete.
To his credit, during my early days on Twitter, Kojo.
Really?
Kojo saw a tweet I sent out and was like, bro, he's like, delete this. He's like, it was about somebody in the entertainment industry, right? It's like, bro, delete this. He's like, you're a talented guy and you don't know who you're going to meet in the future and you're going to come across these people and you're going to wish you never tweeted things like this.
Are you happy you deleted it?
I deleted it there and then.
Are you happy you deleted it?
Yeah, I'm happy I deleted it.
Now, looking back at it, would it be one of those ones where you're like, whoa?
100%, right?
Wow.
And I was like, but I was like really young, innit? I was like 21, 22, like chatting shit on Twitter, just trying to get a reaction. And you know what Twitter was like at the time?
Horrible place.
Horrible place.
It was the Wild West of Twitter. That's what
exactly.
I call it.
When it was like people were just saying shit for reactions.
Yeah.
And he, to his credit, he was like, bro, just don't do anything like that. Like it's just not worth it. Leave your jokes on the stage, etc. And I was like, do you know what? Thank you very much for that. Yeah. And ever since then, I've sort of been it like really.
Yeah, I've thought of some zingers, but I've never posted them. Like, so like my best like viral zingers is like when someone goes, "Hi, do you know where I can buy a house in London for under £100,000 that's 2-bedroom?" I'm like, yeah, 1992. Like those are my those are my zingers, innit? I'll put that out there. That stays. But anything other than that, like I'm just like, you know
but
I mean?
but you've got to have mentors or people looking out for you instead of you just chatting shit, bruv.
And I think I'm mostly lucky because I was around doing all that fuckery before everything started getting recorded. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think as a kid, everybody has that time where they fuck up and say fucked up shit. But because of the internet now records everything forever, it's out there forever.
Do you think people should get cancelled over tweets they sent out? Do you think if it should be like the statute of limitations? Should there be like, if it's like 10 years plus, it's fine?
It's a really tricky one. It's a really tricky conversation, this, because there's certain things that could be said that have a longer, that, you know, for example, statute of limitations, whatever. I don't know. Does it differ between something like a misdemeanor or a murder or a racial assault or something like that? Yeah. So then we have to categorize all that. Then we have to police that.
But I genuinely think
it's a really tough cookie for you to get through.
I genuinely think people can change.
I think people can change
because there are some opinions that you held at 20,
100%,
that you look back on and go, "Fucking hell, what was I thinking?"
And
if you're not, there's an issue.
100%. It's so freaky. But what if I was a sort of person that enjoyed strangling people 10 years ago? But like, you know what, Kay?
Boy,
do you know what I mean? Kay, you know what? I've not really been into it that much. You're like. It's a bit of a sticky one still. This ain't got a clue, thank you very much. You know what I mean? Like,
but in what context were you on strangling people?
Like, if I was on strangling people to death, like I was like, you know what, I like strangling people.
Meant sexually.
Oh, well, that's different. If it's consensual, it's fine, isn't it? You're like, why are you telling me for, bro?
Yeah, essentially.
We have a weird time to bring out, Marcus. the fuck is going on? The fuck out of it.
I was like, why is Marcus telling me about like the BDSM he's into? you know, when you get like the PVC and just like slap it on.
Yeah, man, trust me, it's wetter than Scott Mills' innuendo bingo in that suit. Trust me.
Sometimes you like putting a dog collar on. What's wrong with that, bro?
You never barked like a dog before.
What? You've never got on all fours and allowed her to just step on your back, bro?
No, bruv. But yeah, bruv. Have you ever had a brethren?
I thought you were going to go, have you ever had like a dominatrix to fuck you up?
Have you ever had a mate that just drops something that's way out there and a bit too personal and you're like, yo, bruv, FIFA is not the time to be discussing it.
Yeah. But like anything like
yo, bruv, I just love girls' toes, you know. I love the smell of their toes. Right, can this wait until after dinner?
There was a brother that was saying like he was really into like bigger women and he liked the bit where, you know, where it overlaps over the knee.
Yeah, that's his bit.
That was his bit that really turned him on.
But was this a conversation where you got into it, so you just randomly came out and said, bruv, knee top?
No, I think a woman walked by and all the guys were like, yeah, she's nice. And he was like, no, man, I need a bigger thing. He was like, okay. And just started going, like, he wanted the mac and cheese elbows.
Do you know what? Context though. I like that. There was someone that you said you liked and he was like, you know what? That's not my flavour of the day. Let me let the man them know what I like. So if we're out and about, they can give me the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say, hey, look, there's one of yours over there. It's one that you like, innit? It's your type, innit? I like that, you know. I see what he tried to... He was probably... had that in him for years. He's probably with someone who was the total opposite. Someone who's really slim, worked out every day, was miserable. You men are like, well done, bruv. She's a fucking keeper. He's there like crying inside, bruv. I just want some fluff in my life. Yeah? He just wants something fluffy. Nah, man. Can you imagine that? And you have to be with someone else to impress everyone else. He was, bruv, when he let that out, he let that out casually. That was a big day for him. He's like, finally they know.
Do you have any weird things that you like about, like, in a partner that you haven't really?
I think relatively no. I think I am the most vanilla down the middle. How about UK?
Man went reverse Uno card. Reverse Uno card. No, do you know what? Not really. I think I'm quite vanilla as well. But like, do you have like a height limitation for yourself?
Nah.
Because you're very tall.
I'm a tall, but you know what? I don't have.
How tall are you again?
For me, I'm 6'3", but for me,
tell them again. You're 6'3".
I'm 6'3".
I think you're taller, but go on. I genuinely think he's about 6'7", bro.
Without an air bubble, just me and myself.
In Crocs. He's 6'3".
6'7".
In Tim's, it's long. Marcus in Tim's, I'm running away, bruv.
You know what? Timberland boots were just a different kind of high heel for men. You know, Timberland boots were turning 5'5" man into 6 foot man.
100%.
Timberland boots.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have a height limitation because I think you look weird with a girl that's like 5'2".
Trying to think, have I been with someone that's really, really short? I think that there's a type of person out there who really has a preference of being really short.
Yeah.
And do you know what? You just reminded me, and we'll get back to this. There's a few people on TikTok and Instagram that post stuff about their really short partner or their really tall partner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Are you getting numbers because people are interested in your genuine day-to-day stuff because your post quite vanilla, or is this like a fetish thing?
Yeah.
Certain things I look at on the internet, I'm like, is there a fetish thing going on here that I don't know about? Do I not understand this? Is this like
have you had girls
head?
fetishize you because of your height?
100%. It's very weird. It's a very weird feeling when you feel fetishized opposed to fancied or someone having a preference.
What's the difference? I've never been fetishized, so let me know.
It could be in like a. I remember when I worked for a establishment not too far from one of the ones you did in centre of London. I remember whenever we did safety training, the women would be like the women would be like, yeah, Marcus can do the example for the lifting for us. For example, so they'd be like, this is someone would be like, this is how you lift the box sensibly. They'd be like, would anyone like
a young Marcus Bronzy, you know?
A young as well, you know?
A young Marcus Bronzy, you know?
A young Marcus Bronzy.
Get me? Like the muscles were muscling.
The height was heighting. I remember the older women used to be like, yeah, Marcus can do it. Marcus, show them the example of how to lift.
And this was when Marcus was wearing tight V-neck tops.
But I was wearing a suit, yeah?
Oh, my days.
I'd bend down and you just hear like, Yeah. I swear to God, when I went, yeah, that's right. And I was like, at the time, I was like, okay, cool, bit mad. But yeah, bro.
Oh, I
And they'd
had
say
that.
stuff
I used to work at Oasis. I was the only guy amongst the women.
finished.
Oh my gosh,
Curtains.
bro! Some of the comments,
Yeah.
and women think it's fine when they're like, "Oh, look at you," like trying to get,
Bro,
older women.
Bro, I'd get a little slap on the back. You're like, hey, trousers looking nice today.
Look at that, Toots.
Yeah, them trousers are looking nice and tight today.
you little caramel goodness.
Yeah, bruv. Madness.
Looking
Absolute
at you, like,
madness.
calling you some actual proper like nasty names.
Bruv, like, you know, yeah, it was mad. So yeah, I've had that before, bruv. And I've had like, it's like.
But it's the thing, they slapped you on the bum.
Yeah, I've been slapped on the bum.
So you were slapped on the bum at work,
Slapped on the
right?
bum at workplace.
Why did you not go to HR?
I don't know. I wasn't, at the time, I think it was too
No,
much.
you
I think
do know.
I think, no, I'll tell you at the time, I was just like, okay, that happened and kept it moving. I didn't think too much of it at the time. In hindsight, I realised that wasn't appropriate behaviour.
100%. But
It didn't
also,
ga- it didn't gas me at the
in the
time.
back. No, I know it didn't gas you at the time. I know it didn't gas you
Yeah.
at the time. But in the back of your mind, you're going, if I go to HR and tell them I've been slapped on the bum by girls and they're fetishizing me, I'm going to get laughed at.
They'd laugh me. They'd be like, okay.
Men's sexual assault is
Yeah.
not taken seriously. Well, I mean, there's a debate to go sexual assault isn't taken seriously anyway. But if a guy did that to a woman in the workplace, there'd be a lot of consequences. If you did that, like nowadays, I think there'd be a lot more consequences. But back then, they'd have laughed you out of the building.
I probably, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, bruv. I don't
They
know.
would have laughed you out of the building. They were like, all right, like, okay, so what do you want us to do about it?
Stop bragging.
Like, yeah, what do you want us to do about
But
it?
I think I did get
Well,
height fetishized. I think there's like a lot of hello, big boy.
Hello,
Yeah,
big
you
boy.
right, big boy. Hey, big boy.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, big boy.
But
Right.
is that bad?
It was the context. Do you know what I'm saying? It was it was at the time. You're asking me when I felt like
Man said it
my
was the
size-
context. I had my
was it
penis
my
out.
size- I was naked. But yeah, man.
I was modelling some Armani boxes for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And they started calling me big boy. It
Yeah,
was-
but it's a tricky one. How do you know somebody likes you for you, or how do you know somebody likes you because of
your
fetish?
status or the fetish or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, you never know. You just gotta work it out. Just don't get gassed, innit?
I
Don't
mean,
get gassed on yourself,
I don't know. Like, how do I work out whether somebody likes K Curd for K Curd?
or whether
That,
they
my
like you for
friends-
K Curd, the comedian, or K
Yeah.
Curd, the guy.
Do you know what? Yeah, if I ever hear another person go to me on like when they slide in DMs or whatever, going say something funny, then I swear to you, yeah, I'm gonna end up on a list. Like the murderers, like as a murderer or like a serial killer or something, bro.
Is that your gripe now?
Bro, I hate it.
You don't do it to anyone else. No one goes like, I'm a psychologist. Psychologize me then, bro.
Yeah, I just hate it, bro. I just hate
me.
it. Don't ever do that to me.
I'm
But
an Olympic gymnast. Do a flip then. No, bro.
I think I would actually. If an Olympic gymnast came up to me, I'd be like, do something, then.
Do
innit?
something, did it? Do a flip. Come on.
What? You can't. What?
Oh, Mr. Olympian,
What?
Mrs. Olympian.
What? You
okay.
can't do a muscle up now?
Yeah,
Go on,
come on
then.
then.
Should be like baby food for you.
Come on then. Do your little at the end then. Do your little flip and do your little you're landing at the end. Your hands out. Come on. I got a bit of card now. You got a right number on it. That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Is that how it feels now? Go on, do a joke.
I mean, I've had it for all of my life, but I think like now I'm just like, I can't be. I just don't have the patience for this. Really don't have the patience for it. Fuck them. Anyway, that's another episode of Ain't Got a Clue. Remember, tweet us at KKurd, at Marcus Brunzy. If you're listening to this or you're on here, you know how to spell our names. Go and fucking find it. And also sign up to the Patreon. Get at us. Yeah, share it around, man. Share it to someone you know. Put it on your story. Let people know you're listening.
We've had a few messages from the Patreon, people telling us that they flipping love the direction that we're going in the Patreon. They're like, if you like this, you'll be liking
You
that.
love it.
Yeah, was it like a few quid a month and you're getting what? Double the
For
amount
the price
of energy.
of a coffee.
Yeah, for the price of a coffee
For, like-
in 94.
And
No, in 2002.
Wait,
Because right now a coffee's costing more than that, bruv.
no, I got the coffee. I got this about £4.
Is it? All right. All
And
right,
a banana. £4.
And a banana for £4.
£4.30 or something like that.
Oh, cafe's decent.
Wait, how
then.
much was it? I'll check later.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, anyway, that's Ain't Got a Clue. Tweet us, whatever.
That's it.
Stay safe and don't tweet people nonsense.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Keep the hate at home.
Yeah, keep the hate at home.
All right. Peace.